Hi CIT-15 students, welcome to summer school. I just launched our class. Here is our class. First thing you need to do is to sign up for My Lab IT. It's going to cost $79. If you do it this way, then I'm going to show you. It's going to cost $103.75, some fraction there, if you buy it at the bookstore. So I suggest doing it this way. Just click on this assignment, and all you need is this ID. Here's our course ID, Fresno City College 58206. Okay. Oh, here's the prices. So if you do it direct like this, like my demo, it's going to be $79. If you go to the bookstore, it's $106.75. And then you have to do an extra step. You have to get an access code and register it that way. But like I say, this is the easiest way to do this. Just copy this, go to pearson.com. No account yet, register now, click on student access. This means, are you linked to Canvas? So I could, maybe in the future, I will link my class. Colleague and friend Todd McLeod, Professor McLeod does that. I haven't. So the answer no to this, because it means that Pearson MyLab IT that you are using for 90% of the work that you do in CIT-15 is not directly linked to Canvas. Okay, that's all it means. So just say no, and your instructor's course ID, I have, and hopefully you have copied it, and you have your school email address, and you have a credit card with at least $97 of credit. Just click on ready to register, and then in here paste our course ID, Fresno City College 58206. Continue to register, and I'm already registered for the class, so you won't get this. You may get something if you do not have a Pearson account that will have you create an account. It's safe to do that. You are in a safe place at Pearson, and that is what you want to do. Okay, now after, let's see, this will probably give me that same window again. Yep, this is not an error, it just means that I had the right access code. Let's go back to our Canvas class, and I'll show you how to access our course from there. So you've already purchased MyLab IT. Now you want to actually use MyLab IT. Just click on this link, MyLab IT sign in. Open a new tab. That's fine. And then use your username and your password and then sign in. Pearson will have you linked to your class. Your class will appear like this. You may have more than one Pearson class, but anyway, this is our class, CIT-15. So just click on that, and our e-textbook is here. Click on this, explore it. It's a wonderful e-textbook. There is also a hard copy. At this point, students ask me, well, can I use the hard copy? Certainly you can use the hard copy. I'm sure it costs a fortune, but if someone gave you a hard copy, it's fine. I mean, I like using this because I'm old school and I can look through this for some creative assignments, maybe some extra credit bonus work and bonus flash bonus points, whatever. But other than that, I don't know, the Pearson e-textbook is just much better than the Pearson touch and feel textbook. So basically you'll spend most of your time here. You'll go to assignments and you will do an assignment. So in the due dates are all here. There's a calendar somewhere on your side, on your view. You can see what is due when. And basically you have three things. You have simulations. You always have a simulation and a training. The simulations are an environment. It's just a computer program, so you're not going to break anything by doing these simulation trainings. For the simulation training, I give you like 10 attempts to do the simulation, and here it tells you exactly what to do. So you just follow the directions. I'm trying to log in with this password. Okay, and then I go, whoops, I messed up somehow. Control C, Control V. Well, my IT lab. One, two, three, four. Usually it's pretty easy. Here we go. Question complete. All right, stop. All right. When you're first starting out, here's the easiest way to do it. Smart Students tip. Click on Learning Aids, go to Watch Video. This will show you exactly the steps. It's not tricky, it's just finicky, okay? All these simulations, they want things done a particular way. So watch the video and figure out the right sequence, and it will show you exactly what to do. Play the video.
On the taskbar, in the Notifications area, click the Action Center icon and then click All Settings.
So action,
in the Settings window, click Personalize.
Actions and all settings. All right, and okay, so here is Actions and all settings. There you go. So I did that, right? If you wanted to slow it down a little bit, click on Learning Aids and do practice. So this will actually just do this.
In the Settings window,
this
click
is how
Personalization.
Desktop background to the butterfly JPEG. So it's actually waiting for me to do this, right? So I click on that.
Below Choose Your Picture, click Browse.
See the marching ants around here, browse, all right.
In the Open dialog box, click Butterfly. Click Choose
Picture. All right. Now try it for yourself, okay? So that's all there is to the simulation. So the simulation trainings, I give you 10 attempts and they're untimed. So, you don't have an infinite amount of time, but you can spend as much time as you like on the trainings. Now, once you get to the exam, it's the same thing, but it doesn't have the, it doesn't have the hints, it doesn't have the video and things like that. So, and I do limit you to 60 minutes, and you can take the simulation exams for 3 times, okay? So you have 60 minutes, 0 3. And I think I have it set for, you can save this quiz. Okay, so I have it set so you can stop this and resume. So that's nice. So I guess that, helps with your, if you needed more time or, whatever. All right, so simulations, we have training and exams. They always come in a pair. And then the other thing we have is a quiz. So these quizzes are from Chapter 1. So I do expect everyone to get 100% on these quizzes, not necessarily the first time. These are open note, open book. I don't care if you use ChatGPT to take these quizzes. That's fine. Just make sure you get 100% on that, all right? Best way to do this, of course, to learn something, because the final exam is closed book, closed note. I don't use a browser lockdown. You're just on your honor to do it. But it is kind of intense. It's 150 questions to cover all the chapters, okay? So you can use these quizzes as a learning tool, but just, absorb some of this stuff so that, when you don't have ChatGPT to help you out when you're taking the final exam, you can, get a high score on the final and pass the class and get an A and be a successful student, right? So is all we do. That's crisis management. This is social media. You know, sometimes you can just take if I give you, I think I have it set for, I give you 3 attempts on the quiz. I got to make sure it takes the highest score, but nonetheless, I'm sure I'll give you 3 attempts. You might want to just take this quiz without doing anything and see how you do, you know, and then maybe settle for 80 points and then go on to the next activity, whatever that is. That's true. All right, and then when you're done, submit. Scary message. Yes, I want to leave it. Scary message again. Submit. And all right, I got 3 points on that. I got 5%, but I only spent 1 minute and 30 seconds on it. I think that's pretty good. Anyway, so that's the quiz. And then the last thing that we have are these lab tests. I don't know if it's good or if it's bad. It just is what it is. I do not have a lab test for Access in summer school simply because of the fact that Access does not work on a Mac. And, you know, I've tried various things, getting a Windows partition on a Mac, and it's just not worth the effort. So the only 2 lab exams that you have taking Professor Moll's class in summer school is Word and Excel. So these are high value. They're worth 100 points, and you click on them and you download the instructions and you use Word 365. You'll have access to Word 365. I recommend you do that, and then you can look at the steps, and then when you're done with your Word document, you just upload it. That's it. And then my lab IT grades it. I do not grade it. I will tell you, when I teach a face-to-face class, we actually do these in class, and it's kind of hard to get 100. It just is. It seems like there's always, you know, something small. So, you know, shoot for 90. If you get a 90% on this, bravo, that's great, you know, and don't worry about it. Summer school goes by so quickly, but anyway, that is, make sure I'm in the right class. To end on a positive note here, let me just say something about the work that you will do in Canvas, okay? So you always have this assignment here, just it's 10 points, and this is kind of a form of attendance, but the discussions, every week I have a discussion and you must post to the discussion, right? The first one is a class discussion. That's easy. You can give ChatGPT this. If you haven't played with ChatGPT or Gemini or another AI assistant, this is a good time to do that. I gave ChatGPT just some background information, and then I gave it the prompt, and it came up with a great hello for me that I didn't have to do. Let me see. Here we go. So, you know, ChatGPT didn't just do this for me, right? I had to give it a prompt. So it's not like I'm cheating, but it is a fast writer, and it did allow me to do that. Let me make sure I got this. Do some editing here. I'm in 15, and what else? Pronounce. Stress, there's no stress on that. MOLLE. Pronounce smoke. Yeah, right. Reply. Okay, so in Canvas, make sure you always just for 10 points, this tells you where you should be. the activities that you should do that week. Okay, so this is what you should do in the first week. Again, you would have a due date of June 29th if you looked on My Lab IT and found that assignment calendar. But I have it for you here, just to be extra clear about what you are doing in this class. All right, and let's see, one last thing. If you need a tutor, click on the tutorial center here. FCC Tutorial Services. Most of the tutors over there have either had me as a professor or they know me. I know the tutorial center coordinator. I'm on a committee with him, and I will tell you, in summer school, the tutors need work. Okay, so even if you're a total expert on all this stuff, it's nice to just have an hour with a tutor and kind of check in and make sure that you get absolutely 100% in Mr. Mole's CIT-15 class. Okay, so get a tutor. And finally, how to contact me. Please do not use my email address. Use inbox. Okay, so if you use inbox, you'll probably get an immediate response. Even if I'm traveling, I check this multiple times. Not so with my dennis.mole@fresnocitycollege.edu account. So it'll be buried because I spam myself. I get all these notifications from all these classes. So if you want to reach me personally, use inbox on Canvas. But the best way to communicate about this class, and this will help your classmates too, is to use Student Study Hall. It's a discussion, so just open that up and you can put out a cry for help. I am okay. If you get something like this, if you do something like this, you probably have me or one of my advanced students say, well, I need a little more than this, right? First of all, if you are totally lost and need help, maybe you shouldn't be in a online class. Take me face to face. If the online class is overwhelming to you, take me face to face. I teach this class in the fall. I'd be happy to have you. And matter of fact, if I need to make room for you, I will, right? Just say, hey, Professor Mole, I was enrolled in your summer school online class, but I found out that online instruction wasn't for me, but I do need a place. I do need to pass CIT-15. Can I have your class? I'll make space for you, okay? So there you go. And anyway, try to reply with something here. So what specifically are you stuck on? Are you stuck on getting My Lab IT? Are you stuck on the simulations? Are you stuck on how to use the e-textbook? I mean, what? So what are you stuck on? Other than that, I want everyone to have a great time in summer school, and the main thing is for you to tell me that you are a human and you are registered in this class. How do you do that? You do that by replying to this discussion here, okay? That's the safest way to do this. Just reply, say, I am a real person. I'll take that, okay? The issue is that, we have bots, and maybe you know about them, but we have bots that enroll in classes, and it is it's a financial aid scam. So if I have not seen, I'm going to say Wednesday, all right? So reply, tell me you are human by replying on Wednesday, and the best thing is to have purchased My Lab IT by Wednesday, okay? So again, $79, best way, from Pearson directly, 106.75 I think was the figure. If you have maybe a book bookstore voucher or something like that, but and have to use it. But that's what that is. So, all right. Have a good summer. I'll be giving you guys, certainly for the first 3-4 days, you get a lot of announcements from me, and I'll post some bonus point incentives for getting my Lab IT. And it's like a flash extra credit, 10 points. And if you get one of those, it'll have an expiry date time on it. So make sure you do it by then to get your 10 points, for that. All right, other than that, have a great class, and I will see you on the discussion boards.